Hey, I'm going to help you make a lot more money by making or not making a mistake that's fairly common. And it makes complete sense, and I understand why people do it, but let's explain why you don't want to do it. Now, you're going to say, after I explain this, you're going to say that makes complete sense, but yet 90% of you still aren't going to be able to do it. It took me years to get through this mental block as an investor, so you need to know it, because if this crypto bull run is fast or short, let's say it's 6 to 12 months, but more importantly, let's say that within certain areas like AI or DPIN or whatever, they may only last a period of time, 2 months, 3 months. I don't really know. But let me show you something, because there was a comment someone had, and let me see what the comment said. Oh, here it is. You're dumb and ugly. Nope. Hold on. You're bald and stupid. Here. Oh, okay. They basically said, I'm not going to call them out because everyone does this. They said, look, I've got a coin and it's worth less than when I bought it. I want to sell it, but I'm not going to sell it until it gets back up to my price. That way I don't lose money. Okay, we all understand that. However, there's opportunity cost. If you're waiting for that coin to go back to a point where you break even, and during that time frame while you're waiting, the other coins that you wanted to buy, they didn't mention taking the money for cash because they needed it. They're basically saying, I want to take the cash and put it into another coin. Well, what if those coins run up in the meantime? So here, I just did this recently. I think it was September 24th. And I've done this before. Let me show you something. Here's GFI. I've talked about GFI. I'm not going to get into it, but this is one that around the 24th, let's see. Yeah, it was about, I think I sold it at, let me see, I'll put up the numbers here, around $2.20. Okay. And I basically swapped it into another coin that I wanted. So I had bought this thing. I had a price of $2.70. So look at these numbers. At a price of $2.70, I invested $10,000. All right. I sold it at $2.20. Now that's a loss. So most of you will say, well, you don't want to sell it at a loss. Well, I wanted to move it to something else that I thought was going to go up faster. So that left me with $8,150. Okay. I lost $1,850, so to speak. But I moved it into another coin on September 24th. And that is SUI USD. And it was around that time, it was around $1.30. Okay, so I ended up taking my $8,150. Look at the numbers here. I bought it at $1.30. That was a little over 6,000 coins. Now at $2, it popped up to $2.30. But at $2, which is today's price, October 19th, it's worth $12,538. So had I waited till GFI went back up, and if you remember from the chart we were just on, I'm looking for GFI if I wanted to break even to go to $2.70, which is up around here. Whoop, I'm sorry, 250, 260, 270, up around here. Okay, now during this time, since November 24th, which was here, it's gone nothing but down. I would have just been losing more and more money. Doesn't mean GFI is not going to take off, doesn't mean it's not going to do well, but during this time frame, that one went down even more. But I had moved it to something. So in other words, I wouldn't have broken even, I wouldn't have gotten out. And here, I'm now up $2,538. If I had held the SUI, since it went down even more, it would probably only be worth about $7,000. That's a $5,000 swing. We're just talking about $10,000. Obviously, amplify that to 50 or 100. So what's my point? My point is, don't be afraid to take a loss if you believe you're going to move it into something that has the ability to accelerate even more. So yes, you may lose a little bit on that one coin, but you have the potential to make a lot more. So that's the point. It's a mental block. Everyone understands, sure, sell at a loss, but make more money. I'll do that. But yet people have a very hard time selling because they don't want to make that loss. Think about it. It's something that I think will end up saving you a lot of time. And believe you me, if you're young, which I'm not, you'll learn this over a long period of time. So just learn it now, take the loss and move on, particularly if we're in a crypto market where things are moving fast. Look, that was in less than 30 days. That happened. The one continued to go down. I dumped it. I got into something else and it took off. That's it for today. I hope that's helpful. Let's all make generational wealth together with crypto. Have a great weekend.